Hey guys, Rich Sapp here. I'm up at the BJJ Fanatic Studio with my buddy Kyle Sleeman. I've been workshopping some ideas for some future videos to follow up on my Lapel Art system. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to show you a couple of the techniques I'm working on, a new setup to trap the arm, and a new setup to break down my partner's posture. And then we'll go from there. So I just want to show you a couple techniques. So Kyle, if you don't mind, could you just put the lapel out? So in the initial video, everything was based off of trapping my opponent's arm with his lapel and getting it to my center line. And then all my options came off of this position, okay? So I'm doing it a little bit differently now. So I got my partner in my close guard. No matter how he has his setup, I'm basically gonna take my cross-side hand and I'm gonna try and get the tail of my partner's lapel, okay? If it's hanging out here, I can feed in, feed under, okay? And I want my free hand now under my partner's forearm, okay? Because what I want to do is, I don't want to like lazily just push this out. I want to make like a rope out of this portion of his lapel, right? And once I get here, so I'm going to feed and I'm going to slide my hand up to keep this nice and tight, okay? From this position here, I want to use this lapel and my hips, okay, to break my partner's posture down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to punch across his bicep, and as I do that, I'm popping his arm out here. Now from this position, he's obviously going to want to posture right back up, and I need to stop that. So what I'm doing with my free hand now is I'm creating a plum, like a tie plum on the crown of my partner's head. So now from here, if he tries to posture up, it's real difficult. If I just go around his neck, he could come up. Granted, he's going to bring me with him, because once I get him broken down, I'm staying attached to him, but I don't want that, okay? So, one more time, I'm feeding the lapel underneath his arm. Very important I go underneath his arm, okay? If I just come over, he's not gonna let me, he's gonna bring his arms out, okay? So, I'm grabbing, I'm coming underneath, pulling up, making that rope. From here, using my hips and punching out. I can also now take my free hand and peel his other far side arm and punching out. Create my plum. Now from here, I want to pass this here to this free hand. So I'm controlling his head. I'm not just going to reach for it because he's going to posture up. So from here, I'm just turning my hand, okay, thumb down and passing it, okay? From here, this hand now, I'm just rotating my thumb over and I'm coming across, okay? I don't want to come across the front of his neck. I want to get to the far side, okay? I want to cut off his vein on this side and on this side, okay? I don't want to try and crush his throat. I want to cut off the blood supply. I'm reaching through, I'm grabbing my forearm, and from here, I'm just straightening out my arm. As I straighten out my arm, it drives my ridge hand on this side, and it drives his lapel on this side. So one more time, okay? So his lapel's out, I'm just grabbing low. I'm feeding it underneath his arm, creating my rope. Punching, peeling, and using my hips to pull my partner in, controlling his head. Passing. Coming under, all the way across. Just straightening out my arm for my choke. You all right, bud?
Good.
Okay, so that's my Ezekiel choke set up using the lapel, okay? So now, going back to the arm trap, okay, I also developed a new system for trapping his arm, which I feel is a little bit more efficient, and it also is working off of his responses now, okay? So I'm gonna start the same way. I'm feeding underneath, right? Get my own lapel there. So I'm grabbing this, I'm feeding underneath it, and I'm sliding up. Now, as I go to break him out and break him down, what's your response gonna be here, Kyle?
I gotta get my arm back.
Okay, the minute he brings his arm back, I'm now tucking it inside, okay? I'm getting his elbow right to my center line, okay? So one more time, as I break him down, he brings his arm over, I trap it. Now from this position, I go back to my initial Lapel Art system, okay? I regard nice and high, I can make a switch. I can control this side to start attacking from my arm bar. Or if I want, as I break him down, I can come over and start setting up for my sweeps. And now from here I can go my attack. Thanks, buddy.
Beautiful.
So those are just a couple of the things that we're working on to develop more lapel art, okay? So the next system that's come together, I'm gonna touch close guard to show the changes that I've come up with in the system. Also, I'm gonna go to half guard, side control, back control, mount, make a complete system out of it. In the meantime, if you get a chance, head on over to BJJ Fanatics, pick up Lapel Art. I also have Control Advanced Attack. I appreciate it. I just want to thank the guys here at BJJ Fanatics, Zach behind the camera, Alex, Bernardo, Mike Zanga. I appreciate all you guys for having me up here, and peace out.